Hey all, welcome back to the channel. And it has been some time since I've made a video. And that's because I've actually had a couple of different surgeries over the last 60 days. And well, I've been recovering. With that, it is now less than 15 days until spring and we have things to get done. And you know, it's good to be back at it and moving around. And this is one of the projects that I kind of started this weekend. And well, I'm bringing you in on it. Now this drop ceiling here was a whole bunch of these 1x1 or 12-inch by 12-inch tiles. I don't really know what this is, some kind of fiberboard. Yeah, I didn't like it as it is. And it's coming down. The reason why it came down is because I wanted to run electrical on the opposite side of the wall here for like a little man cave area. And well, this led to multiple different things. One, pegboard had to come down. Well, I couldn't get the pegboard down because, well, there's actual screws up there that were getting hidden by this. Well, this had to come down, and then furring strips had to have to come down. Eventually the insulation will come down, but not here. And this is all because of something else, a grander picture, as you may. And it's because of this. Hold on. Ooh. Okay. So this is a brand new Viper Spectra grow light. It's a little dusty right now from being protected down there, but that's easy to kind of wipe off and everything. It'll get dusty and dirty down here. But this is able to do 5 feet by 5 feet by itself. This area here, the workbench itself, is about 8 foot, and it's maybe like 3 foot wide. So we'll probably widen it a little bit for some grow trays. We'll get some seedling started down here, and based on how well this does, we might expand the operation. Now, we have new seed trays as well, which I'll show you, but this is amazing. It's expensive, but when you turn it on, it is amazing. I can't even tell you what it looks like. You know, basically, if you can imagine putting your face right in front of a car's headlight and then turning the high beams on, you might get the picture. But let's put this back underneath here. Keep it protected from all the dirt and debris and things falling. So we got that there. Here's the seed tray. Now this is from Haas. This is I think it's 172 or 100. I think it's 172 seed tray. And this is rigid. Like, this is not what you're getting at Home Depot or Lowe's, or even like some garden centers that have the really cheap plastic where it crumbles and everything. And these cells are specifically designed to have little lines down it, and on each side there's 2 lines, which I'm pretty sure you won't be able to see, but nonetheless, it's supposed to help the roots grow and not grow in a certain area, and we're to the point where when the seedling is ready to go, you just pull the stem and the entire piece of dirt and everything will come with it. So no need to pop out kind of thing. So it's going to be good stuff. This could be a decent project to get done. There's a lot of demo work to get done here. And, well, let's just get to it. Though, with all this demo work, and there's going to be fiberglass and stuff, I am going to put on my mask and some hearing protection. With that, we'll do some post-commentary. And, yeah, so I'll see you after the video is made.
Since December, I've actually undergone 3 separate surgeries. The first 2 were not severe, and they're very, simple, 1 day in, 1 day out, and the recovery times were less than a week. Now, the last one has been so much more. It turned out that I actually had 2 hernias, and they were pretty bad and severe, very large ones. And I'll spare all the details, but needless to say, I went into surgery, and they had to put a very large patch in there to kind of, make sure that the 2 hernias were fixed, but to fix the potential of having another hernia in that area in the future. And the surgery is a whole lot more, intrusive than I kind of figured, on multiple different reasons, but mostly it's just the recovery time and how much pain I've actually been in the past month. It's been pretty severe, and right here this video really represents the first week that I'm actually able to move around, where still in pain I'm able to overcome it and get things done. And that's really important to me, is because we're getting closer to spring. Today was the first day with weather that was over 60 degrees, and I want to get back into the normal operations, the normal things I would like to get done around the homestead, around the house, and then just for myself as well. The one thing I like to do is go running, and now I have not ran in over 3 months, and that's kind of disheartening for myself and doesn't necessarily help me out, as I actually rather enjoy that as a stress relief. Now, other things I do enjoy, and that's getting out and gardening and doing projects. And the one thing that this actually represents is just an idea that came to mind out of nowhere. Last year we attempted to do seeds inside, and we had mild success. We planted around 60 different seedlings, and I think out of that, maybe 30, maybe 40, but probably around 30 actually survived to the point where we could actually put them out in the garden. And out of those 30, not all of them survived the transport out into the garden. Now, with that, I was trying to think about how we can make it better. We really don't have that many windows that are eligible to put plants in to enable growing. We don't have the proper space, and also we have 2 toddlers running around that like to get into everything. There's plenty of plant dirt that has ended up in toy baskets and around the house, which drives my wife insane in an aspect of, well, it's a lot to clean up. But our 2 boys are keeping us very busy, and as young boys should. However, it doesn't necessarily help us planning and executing on the fact of going through with getting seeds. So this is just out of the way. In this area, I just wasn't using effectively for our house. It was a workbench and some pegboard, and it really just turned into my dumping ground. I dumped tools here, some spare trash, and I would come in here mostly just for the vise if I needed something, to either run the chainsaw in here to sharpen the blade or to bend something with the vise. But everything really kind of revolved around that vise, and then anything else was just battery charging. There was not enough drawer space, there was not enough storage, and the pegboard was actually really annoying to reach across 28 plus inches to grab anything. And it's just out of the way. All the work that I do outside is either by the garden, by the barn, or in the garage. To come in and out of the house repetitively to get a tool, it's just, not efficient. So I think this is the right decision on many different factors, both with the future about growing more food for our family, extending our garden area, building more garden beds, and just producing more produce, by ourselves. Now, the long term is to be able to get a 4-season garden. I don't know what that looks like yet. I am kind of contemplating a geodesic dome. I'm contemplating turning the barn into a greenhouse. There's a lot of different ideas that are floating in my head, and I don't necessarily know which one I should move forward on, because there are so many choices out there, but each one represents a different cost and a different amount of time that both that cost in money and that time cost, affects my family. How much time am I going to dedicate to it where I could be, taking my sons out to the park, go hiking? How much time can I dedicate into it where I'm not dedicating that time to either myself or my family in developing them or helping them grow? And then just the money aspect, which always comes back to me, is because the money is always a massive factor that you have to take into consideration. Is it worth it? Is the investment going to be long-term beneficial? And even right now, this light, it's not cheap, I can tell you that. And I'm wondering if we're going to get the usage out of it that I hope we do.
well then, hot and bothered, but I think we figured out something. So the directions said to hold it from a pipe. Well, we don't have a pipe. So what we do have are these coat hanger things, which I think will serve its purpose. So, got that one. Okay, so we got that going there. Now we just got one final piece to put on here. And we might be very, very close. I believe it. Yeah, let's put that there. So, hopefully. Now the only thing I can see is that this is going to be a pain in the butt if you ever want to lower it. You're going to have to climb up the top. But, and then also I can see that the math was right where it was, but these have migrated. So, good thing I added that extra inch, because it would have been even worse if I didn't. Come on. I'm trying to like balance this too, because I'm afraid I'm going to lose it. Okay. Alrighty. Man, we're getting there. It's not even at all. What's up here? I mean, better, but not perfect. Good thing they designed that this can like rotate and just pop right back into its thing here. Okay, so we're gonna put it down to this is 5%. Okay, 5%. Now we're gonna have to get a timer, that's for sure. So let's unplug this one here. So avert your eyes, as this is going to be very. You know what we should do is just take it to max height before we plug this in. This way you can appreciate this. So I'm going to turn off the lights here, and then we're going to plug it in. So lights off. You still got some backdrop, but you get the point. And there it is. That's 5%. So 5%. Now, I'm already kind of second guessing this location, because it can do 5 feet by 5 feet. Obviously the most length I want to get is this way. So that being is that if this is 4 feet, this is 40 inches. It means that we can do 10 inches on either side. Okay, that's all. It's okay. I mean, it's right there. It's going to be hitting the vise here for the growing, and I mean another 10 inches here. It's right here. So I mean, it's pretty spot on there. I mean, we could get more that way if we wanted to, but I mean, 40 inches wide-ish, 39 and a half. 10 inches on either side gives us 60 inches. That's 5 feet. This right here, I guess we can make some of our bank. This is only 28 inches. So even if we overhang a little bit, we're only getting to 36 inches. So it's saying that this has enough power to do. This is hard to believe. This is 60 inches right here. And it's saying that it can hit over here. And I mean, it kind of is. It kind of is. We could build this up, possibly, and just add some 2x4s so we can plank it out. Because there's electrical conduit running on the opposite side. So, that's that. Next is getting some seeds going on this bad boy. I'm liking it. So, before the wife yells at me anymore, let's see. Okay, so invert your eyes. Well, I think I have to invert my eyes more. They say don't look at this. So, this is 25. That's 25%. That's 50. That's 75. And that's 100. So 100% is kind of where we're going for some of these times. So for seedlings, this is at 60%. 30 to 34 inches above, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. If this was a vegetable state, so like let's just say, like we're growing tomatoes down here, like legitimately, you know, growing, it's at 100% for 18 hours on and 6 hours off. 26 inches above the plant, the canopy of the plant. So I think that's actually where we're going to get issue here, is that height. I don't know how we're going to do that. If this is the mechanism to adjust the height, this is the mechanism to adjust the height. We're going to have to come up with a different pulley system here, because this right here is 31.5 inches. It says 30 inches. Okay. The 3 to 5 day period is 34 to 38 inches off. So that's where we need to get those extra inches. But right here, this is for seedlings. Good stuff. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Oh, let me turn that down. We're going to also have to get a timer. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. It was a good build, good demo. You know, it's a good short-ish video. We'll speed it up. But it's working. We got to solve this right here. This is disgusting. I want to use that box up there, but that box is actually for a light fixture. I wonder if there's a light fixture outlet transfer thing. I mean, it works. Now, here's a cool thing though. Oh, no. Darn. Wrong plug. Oh yeah, this is plugged in here. Well then, just unplug it. And then, there's that light. Now I feel like it's not as bright in here. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the thumbs up. Join us, hit that subscription button. Stay tuned, more content. And if you have any recommendations, please leave them in the comments below. We do read them all. Stay safe. Have a good day. What a mess.
When your life